Hope you guys are ready for some more wacky schoolgirl shenanigans. Welcome back to Let's Play Senran Kagura Estival Versus. So now we're at the main school, whose name for some reason is totally eluding me at the moment. I said it last time. Let's just get into it. So these are like the main characters of the series. It's interesting, for main characters they actually don't get as much play as you'd like expect, you know? Katsuragi, fun fact, was going to be the main character also, but they switched it to Asuka. And that's her whole thing. She is absolutely addicted to groping breasts. That's her entire character gimmick. And it's amazing. Real character drama. Ikaruga is literally Satsuki from Kill la Kill, and it's amazing. So yeah, Yagyu is very protective of Hibari because she reminds her of her dead little sister, which is adorable and all. But then it I think goes a bit further. I'm fairly certain Yagyu has a massive crush on Hibari, like giant. Like it gets really gratuitous later. Honestly, half these characters are lesbians, or at least bisexual. I mean, they have crushes on each other. Like it gets really gratuitous later, you know. Like there's even times when someone makes a joke about, oh, you two are in a relationship, and it's not, no, we're not in a relationship. It's, okay, maybe, but you know what? You know, it's great. It's great. It's good. Good characters. You might think that these characters are pretty one-note with their personalities, but no, you'd be surprised that they actually get a lot more, like there's depths to all of them, but you kind of have to search for the depths, you know, because they're strewn across multiple games. For what it's worth though, I think this one is a pretty lighthearted entry in the series, from what I heard, so you don't have to worry too much, but no, they all do have definite, hidden things that, you know, monsters in their closets. One problem I do sort of have with the Senran Kagura series is that it does get quite, what's the word? Like, for instance, yeah, we're gonna fight, of course after this we're gonna go with the last school and do the same sort of thing. It does repeat, you know, for if there's 2 schools, it'll repeat the same thing twice, you know, with them. If there's 3 schools or 4 schools or 5 schools in this one, it will repeat it multiple times because that's just what it is. You know, it's like, it wants to break it up evenly, but because of that it gets kind of, you start to expect stuff. So Asuka here, main character, she's the Ryu, the balanced one. While jumping with X, aim for wall. Wait, what? There's wall runs? Oh, interesting. Okay. Right here, I guess. Oh! Huh! Did I not get any? Oh, there we go. Interesting. Okay. While running, press an attack button to form a charging wall ambush. Even you're pinned against the wall and enemy attack you. Oh, interesting. Whoops. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's actually that's a new thing, so I kind of like that. Cool. What's the triangle version? Oh, that's just her thing. Okay, it's the same. Okay, and it's a launcher too, which is actually super cool. Oh, that's actually super cool. I like it. Oh, and okay, I gotta say the music in this series is actually super good. I know some people might, you know, it does go heavy on the guitars later, but for the most part, like, you know, beach themes are like my favorite themes in games because I live in you know, good old Canada where it's super cold all the time. Like, heck, it's you know, the end of March and it's actually super cold here still. Like, it's like -1. Like, I can't go out in a t-shirt and I'm not a fan. I like it warm. So I like when, like, for instance, like games like Super Mario Sunshine, I love just for the fact that you know, I can play it and be in this warm place in my mind again. You know, I miss that. I miss the summer all the time. I know some people are like, oh, it's so hot. And I'm like, shut up. There's no such thing as too hot. You know, it's like you can always cool down. People are like, oh, you can just, oh, if it's too cold, you can just put on more layers. I'm like, no, shut up. There's a limit to layers because eventually you suffocate, you know? So you can always get more naked and you can always find ways to cool off. I am slowly spinning downwards. So you can always, that's not a problem, I feel. Getting hot, there's always ways to cool off. Getting cold, it gets to a point where eventually you will just feel like you're going to die. Let's go to Frantic. I don't get to use Frantic often. It's not working. There we go. Perfect. That's a little tough to do. I might just stick to the R1 triangle method. You'll get to see Asuka's transformed outfit soon enough, don't worry. And yeah, those are her two supers here. And since we leveled up, we get full meter again. See, that's what I'm talking about, where it's like well-timed level ups are the best thing. You know, because, oh man, the supers are so much faster in this game. In the last one, they would totally go into like this whole cutscene thing. And like, they weren't bad, mind you, but they would take too long and you have to skip a cutscene and stuff. But no, in this one, it's a lot more, it's quicker. Let's see if we can... Flying enemies are always annoying, but like, actually, if you look at the enemy designs, they're really good. Like, I really like the enemy designs, you know, and I'm actually happy. I'm pretty sure they're in the art book, which I'm always down with. You know, you can actually look at them there. There you go. Beautiful. Can you move it around? Yeah, you can. There we go. I was like, I know in all the other ones, there's always a move around function. You have to actually, like, move the controller. That's good. That's some good stuff, man. You know, pick the angle you want for the thumbnail. Boom, right there. Perfect. Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff. That's like one of those needless features that is nice. On the 3DS version, it tells you at the end of every mission, and that's super annoying. I'm glad that's a hidden feature here. A rank? B? I'll take it. B is fine with me. So yeah, I'm gonna try and use. I don't like Yin that much. The clothed ripped off form. Honestly, the reason I did that there is because my friend was saying he doesn't know if he's like, can you only do it in the Miyabi tutorial because he couldn't get it to work. So I was like, well, I'll give it a try, and so I gave it a try for him, and it worked. So I'm telling him that his controller is probably busted. So, let's continue. I do like, one feature I do like on PlayStation is how, the icon changes to the last character you played as. That's a nice feature, you know. They don't do that with many games, but with some games you do, and it's kind of nice. And finally, we have the final and best school, and by school I mean dropouts who were banished from their school and now live a life of jobbers. These are all my favorite characters. They're so good. They're so weird. They were the villains of the first game. And oh my god, look at the texture on Hikage's outfit. The red sweater. It looks so comfy. No! That's the wrong button! That was the skip button! Frick! No! No, 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 no! That's it. I'm restarting. I can't believe I accidentally hit the skip button. I wanted to press the triangle button for auto. That's the worst. That's the reason I'm so mad is because that is my favorite school. I love all accepting that. We're going back in. Frick. Okay, no. I like it when games give you a confirm for skipping. Before it used to be like, oh, whatever, I don't want to confirm, it just let me skip. But now it's like, no, that was a mistake. I'm glad, you know. And it's a good thing I just saved too, so we're good. Or you know, it's like press it once and it'll say skip, and then you press it again and it doesn't actually stop it. That's good. That's some good stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's hop back in. Darn it. Because it's triangle for auto, which is such a nice feature. Honestly, that's a feature that's in all the Japanese games that needs to be put into American titles. It's so nice. It's such, because it just automatically goes as soon as the text ends, right? So it's like, why would you not put that in? Seriously. Let us just do it. It's so much better. So one thing is, the extra stories are not in this game until you beat the main story, so that there's no spoilers, because that does happen in the first one. Homura is the best girl in the entire game, and you'll see why later. That's her. She loves her meat man. Not meat man, but meat, comma, man. She has very low quality what are those, the bones there. I forget what those are called. Yomi's whole thing is that she loves bean sprouts, which honestly, I love bean sprouts, and that's probably one of the few things I really like about her. She's not the best character, but she has a cool weapon. She reminds me of King Dedede. You'll see why, not with a hammer, but in terms of how she plays. No, bean sprouts are delicious. I think they're good to just chew on. But yeah, they're like the poverty team. Yeah, and Hikage's whole thing, she doesn't feel emotions. Also, she's a snake. Not a snake, she's a snake. And I love her. She's awesome too. But all these characters are meant to, that's funny. They're all meant to be opposites of the main character cast. So, you know, Katsuragi is super emotional where Hikage is not, you know. Yomi was brought up poor, well, what's her face? Not, frick. Ikaruga. She's brought up rich, you know? So it's these guys are the parallels to the main characters, but honestly, I way prefer them to the main characters a lot. They're great characters. They're flawed, unlike the main characters, which I like. Also, Homura goes crazy constantly. She's super hot-blooded and awesome. She's the best.
これは夢か。もしかして私が夢を見ているのか。ならば肉よ、いでよ、たくさんの肉よ、出ておいで。
Her fiery ambition for meat demands it. It's so good.
ホムラちゃん、残念ながらこれは現実よ。なんだと。皆さん、誰か来ます。
Oh, do we get to play as Best Girl? Please tell me. They made Hikage's thighs thicker. Thank you. Thank you, this game. You did it good. So yeah, they're the Crimson Squad, so they used to be with Heavy Joe till they got kicked out, and now even though they're allowed to return, they're like straight up they don't need to because they enjoy their time as jobbers. And I like it for that, you know, like they're the ones that kind of ground everything in reality. And oh my god, yes, we do get to play as Best Girl. She uses 6 swords like claws. You might remind you of a certain Date Masamune from Sengoku Basara. Similar, yeah. If you have a bombshell, press that's great. Press triangle to use it. There are several types of bombshells, each with a different effect. Flame bombshell. Okay, so we got grenades, I guess. Oops. Okay, so we don't. Interesting. You can only pick up one at a time. So. Yeah, no, she uses 7 swords. You heard that right. She has 7 swords. She's my favorite character because she's 7 swords. Hepta wielding. Now, she keeps one sealed except for emergencies, but she will use it in this game, I'm sure. Like, she uses it in the other ones, and you'll see. Also, she has a super form. She was the first character to get a super form in the series, and I think in this one, every main character for the school gets a super form. But you'll see, hers is awesome. God, she's so good. And the fact that she just wears, you know, school uniforms are good and all, but the fact that she just wears a generic, you know, t-shirt and jeans, and apparently all of her t-shirts say something different. Like other characters get palette swaps that are just like plain palette swaps. She gets actual full different outfits for them, with different sayings and stuff, which I think is good. I like that, you know? I know one of them just has meat written across her chest in big letters, and they actually said like, characters who are hit by bombshells or certain shinobi attacks affected. Okay, cool. Paralysis or freezing. And they said in the notes for the game that you have to make sure that you stretch it out when designing them. Paralysis bombshell. Let's see how this goes. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. Flame. Poison. Okay, these are good. These are good items, you know. Freeze. Yeah, I can live with that. Even a bombshell master roll, perfect. You know, it's good to have. I mean, here we get unlimited, so this is an interesting new feature. I don't love it, but it's definitely not bad. Hey, it's grenades. Grenades are always nice. Oh, there's an item girl. Give me your items. So yeah, I think I'll just fight now. Ooh, electric. Did I have that one before? Probably. Let's at least transform at least once. She's so good because she's like super hot-blooded and stuff, and that's what I like, you know. Also, she just wears bandages. She doesn't wear a bra. She wears bandages. Don't know why I think that's super awesome. Someone's like, explain to me why that's good. And I'm like, you know, I don't know why that's so good. You know? It is. It's super hype. But like, I don't know why, man. It's interesting because she has issues with her breast size, and yet she's one of the, you know, she's well endowed. I don't know why that's a trend. I mean, she's like not one of the smallest. There are characters with much smaller breasts in this game, you know. But no, she's like, it's super worried about it. Also, I don't know if like you just notice how good her gameplay is. Like, she's just, oh, 7 swords. That is so good. literally best character ever. I mean, oh my god. And she's cute. That's the thing, you know? I mean, I have a bit of a thing for girls with darker skin. And my phone's ringing. I should probably pick that up because someone's going to be screaming at me saying like, oh my god, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Phone call done. Now let's get back. I've never even noticed she has like a cool dragon tattoo on her hand. That's pretty hype. Oh yeah, Asuka and Homura, even though they're like mortal enemies, total crushes on each other. Like, oh my god, it's pretty gay up in here. And I say that in the best of terms because it's actually, I love it. I ship it. Totally. Not many ships that I ship, but that's one ship that I set out to harbor quite often. God, this old lady sounds exactly like Enya from JoJo. You know, Grandma can't leave the house. You can't let that happen, you know. So of course with a title like Estival Versus, which of course, you know, is a play on festival versus, you know, like festivals and all that stuff like that, that's a major part of this game. You know, that's kind of the entire plot actually. So we'll see. We gotta keep going. I'm super excited to see where this goes. Now that we finally introduced all the schools minus the one half school kind of, you'll see right away. We'll hop in. I'm super excited to get into this. I think we're just about done the intro, and then at that point, I want to start buying stuff. I want to go to the shop. That's the best part. You guys don't know. The dress-up portion of this game is like the best. I almost pressed the skip button again. Gotta be careful with that. Oh, that's weird. It comes in white, then appears blue.
どうしてばっちゃんは神楽千年祭に私たちを呼び寄せたの？
さあ、なぜかの。
I don't like her teeth. Man. I mean, I get it. She's an old woman, and you gotta do that. Also, by the way, she's playable, but thankfully does not have the clothing ripping off thing. That's not in it. Thank God for her. Oh my God. I mean, I get that they want to appeal to all the fetishes, but
今後私を年寄り扱いしたらぶっ飛ばすからね。
ぶっ飛ばす？私を？ホムラちゃん、気をつけた方がいいよ。
and Asuka's grandfather is the Hanzo is their school. He's like, yeah, Hanzo. The school's named after him. So for her to be stronger than him says something. And Kagura is the highest rank a ninja can achieve.
元神楽だろうがなんだろうが老人の戯れに付き合う暇はない。用がないならさっさと帰らせてもらうぞ。
残念だがそれは無理じゃの。青年祭が終わるまではこの世界から誰一人として出ることはできん。
この世界？ずっと疑問だったんだけど、ここはどこなの？
どこじゃろうね。でも悪くない島じゃろ。生活に必要なものなんかもみんな揃えておいた。何も心配せず青年祭に没頭してもらいたい。
ちょっと待て、勝手に話を進めるな。青年祭ってのはいつ終わるんだ？
さあねえ。
さあねじゃない。無断欠勤したらバイトをクビになってしまうだろう。てやんで、バイトをクビになる？それが何だってんだ。
忍びのくせにバイトのことを気にするなんて情けないったらありゃしない。猛烈に本当さ。
うるさいうるさい。忍びもバイトも関係ない。私はいつだって目の前の任務に全力でぶつかっていくだけだ。っていうか、誰だお前たちは。
この子たちは三神楽三姉妹さ。神楽千年祭の執行部として協力してもらってるんじゃ。
三神楽、さまざまな世界と交信する力を持った巫女の一族と聞いたことがあります。
ホムラ、バイトのことなら心配はいらん。ここにいる間、元の世界の時間は停止しとるんじゃ。だからバイトをクビになったりはせんわい。
時間を停止させてるって、アスカさんのおばあ様、並大抵の力の持ち主ではありませんね。さゆり様は伊達に長生きしてないっす。さゆり様が持っている知識や力はおばあちゃんの知恵袋なんてレベルを猛烈に超えてるっすよ。
花火、私を年寄り扱いするとあんたでもぶっ飛ばすからね。
すいませんでした。申し訳ないっす。
I've never heard the term bahonkas before, but I kind of love it. The localization is actually really good. There are deviations from the script every now and then, and if you know Japanese, words, you'll be able to detect them. But for the most part, I really enjoy the localization of this. And nothing is censored. Don't worry, don't bring that up. Every time I bring up the L word, people bring that up now.
外の時間が止まっているなら思いっきり夏を満喫できるからな。
バカもそんなわけあるか。忍びに夏休みなどありゃせんわ。お前たちを呼んだ理由、それは忍びの盆踊りをやってもらうためじゃ。
忍びの盆踊り。
月戦、半蔵、蛇女、穂村愚連隊、そして 私たち神楽千年祭執行部の5つのグループでド派手に勝負するのさ。
ルールは簡単よ。それぞれ81個の櫓を持ってお互いにぶっ壊し合うってわけ。あんたたちみたいなバカでもわかるでしょ。
夏だ、祭りだ、喧嘩ってわけだ。くー、血が騒ぐ。もう体が熱くなってきた。とりあえず脱ぐか。どうして脱ぐの？
ちょっと待ってください。まだ私たちは忍びの盆踊りをやるとは言っていませんが。
いや、お前たちはやらないわけにはいかないね。なんせ櫓を一番多く壊したチームには神楽への道が開かれるからね。
神楽だと？
ほう、神楽、忍びの最高称号か。
神楽への道とはどういうことですか？
Man, the road to blank is such a like a Japanese term, but it's so good. You know, like I remember they called Pokemon Ranger the Road to Diamond and Pearl. Like that was I think the European title or something. That's a good title, you know?
いつもこの島だけだと気分も盛り上がらないだろうからね。とにかくお前たち櫓が最後の一個に
Like,
なるまで
by festival platform, do they mean that thing in the middle back there? Or is it something else? 81? That's a lot. I don't think we're gonna have to play them all. Who knows? Maybe we do. So Renka here is actually super cool. It has one of the coolest fighting styles I've seen in a Warriors game in a long time, and you'll get to see. Do we get to play as her right now? I think so. Oh my god, I'm super hype because her fighting style is amazing. I'm gonna keep this going for at least one more. Then we'll continue after. Kagura Millennium Festival. Defeat Yumi. Got it. Yeah, we do get to play as her. She plays with the what are they called? The Japanese style drums. She fights with the drums, the drumsticks. And she plays enemies like drums. Look at this! Oh my god. What are those called? I have the game. It's like on my closet. I can probably look at it, but I won't right now. What's it called? Taiko Drum Master. So she uses the Taiko drums, and like, she can summon a drum to hit enemies with. Like, look at this. Like, that is one of the best fighting styles in a game ever. That's what I love about these games, is that they're super creative about giving, you know, creative fighting styles to them. All these, the three girls here, the festival girls, they all are festival based for their attacks. So for the Taiko drum is one example of, like, you know, it being festival based. If your enemy's attacks left you sprawling, you press X or circle to prevent wake up evasion. Okay, interesting. And of course, they do always taunt before you before in battle. It's really interesting. This is one of the few games where enemies will constantly taunt you. So, one thing with this game is, you know, you're never going to actually kill the enemy on the first attempt. You'll always get them down to low health, and then from there they'll transform. And then you can start to kill them. Okay, now we can fight. Didn't I do that? Oh, there we go. No, there's a wake-up attack. Oh, there's the first one! Okay, knock me down so I can hit you again. Let's see here. Come on, hit me so I can do the knock-up attack. Knock-down attack, rather. The wake-up attack. So yeah, this is where the clothing stuff starts to really become a thing. You'll see right away. Okay, come on, hit me down so I can knock you. There we go. And yeah, so then whenever there's the green flash, you want to do the air combos. You know, like that's the basic gameplay, you know? It's actually cool because you actually get multiplayer online battles with this. And on PS4, it's up to 10 people. Like, that's incredible. Oh, she's transforming. And of course, when you transform, your clothing repairs itself because it just makes sense. Because, I mean, you're changing your clothing anyways, you know, so So yeah, think of it again like a Power Rangers game where it's like now that they're a ranger, now they're back up to full strength, you know? And I'm missing. I might transform even just right away to power up because we're going to kill her right away. So let's power up. Her form is really cool, actually. I really like it. It's very like, you know, the Chun-Li, the all sorts of stuff. You know, like the Chinese sort of style. And she wears just band-aids for a bra. Because, hey, why not? You know? But no, so she's the Taiko Drum Master. So, of course, you know. And, clothes ripping off. You can disable. But why would you? I mean, well, other than later on, it does get a little annoying. Wow, we didn't even get to use any of her supers. Well, I guess we'll have to look at them later. So when you use a super, a level 1 super removes the panties, well, the lower section. The level 2 super removes the top. And a level 3 super, if you have it, will remove both. So that's good to remember if you need to know that. Well, I think as we go to the next part, which will be after I break off at this point, yeah. Thank you all for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time on some more Senran Kagura Estival versus. Ciao.